start? Yes. Okay, let's do it. Okay, good evening, everyone. Good morning, good evening around the world. So exciting news that I was sharing with Serina in the group on. Uh-oh, my picture is on.
It's okay.
It's
We want to
okay?
see
All
you.
right. Okay, so yeah. This is my messy kitchen. So my head covers all the dirt, all the messy stuff on the counters. So we were just on Ryan Napierski's meeting, and he announced that India will pre-open. Is that pre-open? Whatever, pre-launch November 1st, and then the mid 2026, they will officially launch. But they didn't say anything about where the city, whatever. It will be discussed when we go to the TMD trip. So we'll know more. There's some product that's going on. I will post it somewhere. Okay, you guys will see it. You see Pat in the background? Okay, so tonight, I want to welcome, we have our third month of our PharmaNext series. And so we are so happy that starting opening day is to have Serina Tan from Hong Kong to be our speaker for tonight's PharmaNext series. So let's welcome Serina.
Thank you. Thank you, Margaret 老师, and welcome everyone. Good evening and good morning. And I see many of you telling me where you're from. Yeah, so very excited. So very thankful to Margaret and Pat for persistently maintaining this platform. I mean, we started this platform while we were in COVID. So this is already like the 5th year of doing this. Yeah, and then every month she persistently do the host and then recruiting all the speakers, trainers, and then people have been zooming in from, I think, more than 10 countries. So it is a very meaningful platform. So we learn lots of techniques in using our beauty devices and also our well spa. And then, so early on this year, I really suggested to Margaret that maybe we should have a platform for the PharmaNext products as well. So she started immediately, and thanks very much to Rosalind for her great help and many of the leaders picking up the speaker's role and then doing excellent sharing for us so far. So this month I decided to be one of the speakers and then sharing this very exciting Prism IO with all of you. Would you like to hear that? Okay, so maybe let's start with a little PowerPoint so that you can know a bit about my story. Yeah, so this was me. I was born in Burma, and then I grew up in Hong Kong. And then very luckily, I was able to attend college in the United States. I went to U of Texas in Austin. So that was a pre-medicine program because many of my mother, my aunts, and many of our relatives, they are medical doctors. And then also my sister here, she is a registered dietitian. So since I was very young, I wanted to become a medical doctor just like my mother, you know, helping people, treating the sick people, you know. It's a very meaningful job. But when I got into pre-medicine and then I was volunteering in a teaching hospital there. And then what I saw in the emergency room while pushing those patients to the x-ray rooms, etc., was that people really got, you know, besides those accidents, who else will be sent to the hospital in such an emergency way? Mostly are people who get stroke or heart attack, etc. Yeah. So why human being such intelligent, you know, kind of animal, but we have to wait till that very last minute to be sent to the hospital to get resuscitated. So this wasn't really, I realized that this wasn't really what I am passionate in doing. I was very interested in how to keep people healthy, not really doing all these sickness treatment. So after graduating, I decided not to go into medical school. I came back and then I was in the business sector. And then after getting married, after giving birth to my first child, Ryan, on the right, I decided that, well, being an employee, I do not have time freedom. I have to fly so much around to the United States, especially to represent a manufacturer and then to visit the buyers, etc. So every month I will be away from home for at least like 7 to 10 days. And I really wanted a change. So that was the time when I decided to, that was the crossing over time for my life. I was looking for something else. Yeah. So first of all, I want time freedom. Second of all, I really want to fulfill my childhood dream, which was to be to contribute to the whole world in the health industry. But I didn't know where I can position myself. Yeah. And then third of all, after being an employee for like 3.5 years, I realized that being an employee is also very passive because no matter how hard we work, so the salary raise or how much can we stay, how long can we stay in that company, or how long can the company last, everything else was beyond our own control. So if I could help a boss to develop his business, why not develop my own business? And then this business, if I can pass on to my children, generation by generation, and especially after my own retirement, I can still have fresh income coming in. And I think that would be very helpful to me and every household. Okay. So nowadays we are facing a world which is very, very long-lived. Yeah. And Time Magazine has already announced this like many years ago that the new people, okay, they are going to live till 142 years old. And it's not kidding. It's not kidding. And then we know that AI has coming up, and then it's going to replace lots and lots of jobs. So you can see from my background, my team's name is Bless the World. And then why we have this name is that we want to bless the world with continuous health and residual income. We want to share what we have learned from all the scientists, for me in the past 25 years in Nu Skin. And also this platform has really changed my life, changed my family's pathway. So, and provide a very good financial security, sense of peace, everything, okay, throughout the past 25 years. And then I really want to share all these blessings with the whole world, okay? And then these are regarding the jobs, okay? So what I've got from Nu Skin, I used to have pimple skin, but then after just 3 weeks time, all my skin becomes so different. And then right now, my eldest son, the son that I showed you, he is already 27 years old. Time just flew away so quickly. And then, but I can still have good health, very active in life, and then still have the figure that I had while I was in my college years. And then very happily, I could share this business with my parents. So my mother, after she retired from her senior medical professional from the government, 2 years later, I was in Nu Skin, and then she discovered something. I used to have a very serious allergic asthma for me. I got it from while I was studying in the United States. And then every month I will have this very serious allergic cough, which will last for 1 whole month. And then no medicine can really cure me. And then as I was coughing, my throat would get hurt, and then those bacteria, virus can easily, infect, and then I will have this bronchitis. So I will ask for about antibiotics from my mom. So that's my routine while I was back like 30 years ago. So my mom was very, very concerned about my upper respiratory health. So after being introduced to Nu Skin by my sponsor, Fred and Carol, they are also COE1 in Nu Skin. And then I listened to Mindy, who was a registered dietitian from the United States, about Pharmanex. And then she did antioxidant test for me to look at. And then I learned so much from that session. So in the past, I didn't believe in any supplements. Also, my mother, for 40 years as a medical professional, she disagreed on any supplements, okay? Natural food, exercise, sleep enough, blah, 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 will be good enough. But she had more than 30 years of very serious rhinitis. And then I have allergic asthma. And then my father has those kind of skin problem. Okay. And all these are actually chronic, non-curable, supposed to be. And after just 3 months of using Life Pack, the Optimum Omega and Tea Green, one day my mother suddenly found out that, Serina, you haven't been coughing for 3 whole months, and you haven't been asking for antibiotics from me for 3 whole months. Your total health condition has changed. So she has opened up her mind. And then I said, well, we have scientists coming from the United States to talk about, antioxidants, to talk about preventive health, etc., which you were not exposed to while you were in medical school. Why don't you come out and take a look? So she was willing to accept my invitation because of my testimonial. And then after listening and after doing tons of researching, and then after reading tons of our clinical papers from New Skin, and then after checking, she took her blood, test her cholesterol level, and then use our collagen, and then the Life Pack and tea green and omega, etc. And then 3 to 4 months later, her rhinitis was like 90% gone. And then her cholesterol level was like close to very good. So she was very happy. And then ever since then, she went full-time in New Skin with me. So even though she has already gone to heaven with my father, but this 12 years of working together with my parents on the platform that we can share together, we can travel together, we can enjoy the team lead together, that's very memorable. Yeah. And then I have this time freedom to have another 2 children, and then joining the PTA and etc., and then hosting those birthday parties for them, even though other parents have to be working at that time. So I really enjoy that. And then my teammates, yeah, I've got to know many of my long-lasting teammates. Some of them have been working together with me for 20 years. I really treasure them, their trust and everything. And New Skin has brought us to many countries. And then with the support from Pat and Margaret, Mrs. Freer Waters and Mr. Benny Jones, Miss Jacqueline Jen, my mentor, and my sponsor, Fred and Carol, I became COE1 many years ago. So yeah, and then we also opened up this training center, Bless the World, during the COVID time. Yeah. Okay, so today we are going to share about this Prism.io. But before that, I think it's also very meaningful to do the antioxidant test, even though many of our leaders have been doing this test for, I think,
Yung sabon, masuk saya tengok apa tu.
we need to unmute someone. Okay,
Yung
so
sabon.
even though we
Yung
have
cakap
been doing
sabon.
this test for many years, I'm sure many people still haven't seen this test. So I'll be doing this test for you now. Okay, there are 3 glasses because this is so fundamental. Right now, nowadays, still many people think that natural food is enough, that we do not need any supplements, okay? So this is just tap water, and some of you might recognize this bottle. This is our aloe vera bottle, which I still keep it till now. Okay, so I poured some tap water into these 3 glasses, and then this is iodine. It is an oxidizing agent. So just like these clean water representing our healthy cells, So, but our healthy cells can be attacked by, our sunlight, our pollutions, air pollution, any kind of pollutions, and nowadays stress. okay? Anxiety, stress, worries, okay? All these will affect our cells by oxidizing them. And then some people, many of us like to do exercise nowadays, but excessive exercise is not good for us at all. So be aware of that, okay? So all these are being oxidized. So right now, I'm going to use natural fruit, lemon. I just went down to the supermarket to buy a fresh lemon, okay? So natural food, especially fruit and vegetables, nowadays even the Hong Kong government is advertising on TV that we need to take at least 3 to 5 servings. Ask to unmute. Okay. Mute. Okay. All right. The Hong Kong government is asking us to take at least 5 servings of fruits and veg per day. And this is the reason why, because antioxidants can really neutralize our free radicals and then to protect our cells, okay? So we have our cells, and then inside our cells is our nucleus. And inside the nucleus are all the DNAs. And we know that where do the cells come from? The cells reproduce by duplicating itself. So if the original DNA are being protected, then all the duplicated DNA, all the duplicated cells will be healthy. If we haven't really protected our DNA and then they are being attacked by all these free radicals, how much free radicals are we being attacked on a daily basis? Every cell is attacked 73,000 times, 73,000 times per day per cell, okay? So if you are living in a high stress environment, and then highly polluted area, or even smoked, or secondhand smoke, or third-hand smoke, this amount is going to be increased incredibly, okay? So lemon with vitamin C really help us to neutralize the free radicals. But then with my whole body, that how much lemon do I need to help me protect all the cells in my body, okay? So this is Lipack, which I have been taking for 25 years. And actually each capsule, they are all made from real food, okay? So these 2 white ones are the minerals. And then this light yellow one is the multivitamins. And then this one is very precious. This is called phytonutrients, all the nutrients from real plants. So nowadays, even though we have plenty of food, but who are really taking enough of the fruits and vegetables? I really doubt so. Unless the Hong Kong people, they are not taking enough. Okay, so I'm going to open up and then just let a little bit of the powder go inside. See, you see, it immediately turn into clear, okay? And for our face, we also need to protect our face, right? So this is the 180 face wash. When I got into New Skin, this was just launched. And then within 1 year, it got the healthiest skincare products, face wash in the United States. Okay, and you can see it is being neutralized immediately. Okay, so but we said every day we are being attacked 73,000 times by the free radicals per cells. So I'm going to give it a second round of attack. And this is lemon, right? Is it still protecting us? No, it's just one-time protection. What about Lipack? It's 12 hours of protection and 180, right? So natural food is important, but then it's not strong enough to give us 24 hours protection. That's why we need the help from the scientists to help us find stronger antioxidants, more concentrated, so that our cells, our DNA are being protected 24 hours a day. All right? Okie doke. So this test, even though it looks simple, but it's very important. So after understanding about this, ever since then, I started taking the supplements I need. And then within 3 months' time, my allergic asthma was gone. And then lots of testimonials, okay? So today I'm going to share with you our newest device called the Prism IO, which is going to change the world. And this is really exciting, okay? So there are 8 billion people in the whole world, and New Skin is going to change the world. And New Skin is going to empower every one of us to help do that, okay? And then, have you heard about this centenarian blue zone? So there are 5 cities in the world that those people has been living together, you know, in big population for more than 100 years. And many people there are more than 100 years old, okay? So they are Greeks, Costa Rica, California, Okinawa in Japan, and Italy. Yeah, so people are living longer, but are they really healthy? Okay, so the difference between lifespan and youthspan, we have a product called youthspan, but we are talking about how do we live? Can we live healthier for a much longer time? That's our youthspan, okay? So this global wellness industry is we are talking about 6.3 trillion global wellness industry, and it's still growing. So by the time 2028, it's going to grow to 9 trillion US dollar. Okay, so this global wellness industry, New Skin has been in this industry in the past 40 years, and it is a leading brand. But from now on, we are going to take an even bigger leap. Yeah. So aging and
この
oxidative stress.
業界では非常に大きなシェアを持って
Yeah. I think some leaders, they are very good. They are already directly translating in their own language to their partners. Yeah. So this is all aging and oxidative stress. As I was mentioning, I study molecular biology, by the way, and then many people, they thought about. I have friends who have been flying to Japan to have those stem cells being treated to keep himself and themselves young, okay? But actually, no matter how much stem cells you try to introduce or rejuvenate, the condition in your body is so important. First of all is general nutrition. Okay, every part of our cells, they need different kinds of nutrition, and we need to fulfill that. So we have this RDA, right? Recommended daily allowance. That was like the minimum that we need to hit in order for that organ, that system to run in a effective way. But that's the minimum recommended daily allowance. But you know what? There was a study done many years ago in the United States across 20,000 people. And then United States, you know, you drink lots of milk, you take lots of cheese and then pizza, everything. But I remember the calcium deficiency for males and females, they are like more than 70% and 80%. It is absolutely unbelievable. So in such a well-developed country, and then while food are so abundant, everywhere you go is like all you can eat, but calcium deficiency can be that high. So not to mention other underdeveloped countries, okay? So nutrition support is the fundamental. And then, but still many people, most of us cannot fulfill that. And then second of all is this antioxidant. As I said, cells depends on duplication. We need to protect the original version of our DNA so that all the duplicated cells, they are all the original, close to the original set of our DNA, right? So as you could see, actually my look, just by my look, in the past 10 years, 20 years, actually, I haven't really changed much. And I haven't dyed my hair either. It is my original black. And as you could calculate, I am obviously about 50 years old, okay? And then when I exercise, when I do the cycling, when I ran together with my kids, I can still have that kind of stamina and energy level as I was in my younger age, okay? So this is because the DNA is being protected. So oxidative stress is very, very highly related to aging. All right, so New Skin's mission is to empower us, empower you, me, so empower us to improve lives. And then we also have a vision is to become the world's leading BWL, means beauty, wellness, and lifestyle ecosystem. So New Skin is an ecosystem. We do not just provide products. We have a community, we have beauty, we have wellness, we have lifestyle, and then we have the business platform. All together, this is New Skin. So this is our new vision, is to become the world's leading BWL ecosystem. This is so cool, right? So in the past 40 years, New Skin has done a whole lot for the preparation of what we are going to have nowadays and the next 40 years development, okay? So since 1984, New Skin was started up because we want to introduce all of the good, none of the bad products. So we started with skincare, and then in 1992, we have this Life Pack. So Life Pack, do you know that Life Pack is the world's first integrated supplement? So before Life Pack, the world only have single supplement, but this is the first integrated supplement, okay? And then so for more than 30 something years, Life Pack is still the #1 best-selling product in New Skin. And with this Prism IO, it's going to push Life Pack to even a higher level. Everyone, after testing it, their Prism IO score, they are going to take the Life Pack, okay? So this pace is going to move up even faster. And then we have this, since 2001, New Skin already have the galvanic spa machine. That's amazing. I mean, it has reduced such a big, those machines in the beauty salon to a handheld machine, okay? And then since then, right now, this facial spa, galvanic spa, is still a very best-selling product, okay? And then we can treat ourselves from top to toe with the one single product. And then the biophotonic sander was being introduced in 2003, and this is game-changing. And since then, till now, no other company can really compete with New Skin over this, okay? So right now, within just 30 seconds, we can invite anyone to do the testing, and within and it's non-invasive. This is so important. If for a test which is effective, but you have to take the blood, you have to blah, 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 people will not be willing to test it so often, right? So this is totally non-invasive. You just put your hand against lean it against the machine, and within 30 seconds, it will provide a very meaningful score. And I bring lots of friends to do this, and then the machine doesn't ask you any details, like, are you a male or female? How old are you? Are you taking health supplements? Are you taking New Skin? Do you smoke or not? No, it doesn't ask you anything. I do understand that many years ago when we had the scanner 2.0, it asks all these questions, okay? It's because Nu Skin wanted to collect some data. It's not that the machine needs these data to provide you with a score, okay? And then, okay, so without all these data, it will give you a score. And then if you are beyond 50,000, then you are in a safe zone. But many of the people that I ran into and they came to test, from the outside, you think that they look well, okay? One of the examples being a very young man, his skin is like perfect, and he was only in his 20s, and then no smell of cigarette at all, okay? And then my partner brought him, and then I get him tested, and his score was only 10,000. So 50,000 was a passing score. This 20-something years old guy was only 10,000. So I was talking to him, is it possible that you have secondhand smoking? And then he said, well, I'm a first-hand smoker. See, it is that upfront. This score means a lot. Okay, and then some people will say, so Serina, so what does this score really mean? This 3.0 biophotonic scanner is testing on our antioxidant score, and then specifically is our carotenoid score. And why we could measure the carotenoid is because of the Raman spectroscopy, and which is a Nobel Prize winning physics award. This is the Raman spectroscopy. But then back in the 30s, laser being too expensive, that this technology really cannot be commercialized. So, and then later on, many years later, a professor from University of Utah, he brought this technology up again and then introduced to us a toaster. And then he invited some distributors from different nutritional supplements company to come to test it. So he invited Nathan Riggs, okay? And his score was exceptionally higher than all those scientists. So the scientists thought, so they told Nathan, maybe our machine has some problem. Can you come back 2 weeks later and then bring some more people who have similar lifestyle as yourself? So 2 weeks later, Nathan came back, and then with some other friends, and they all scored pretty high, close to like 40-something or 50,000. But then the scientists only have like 19,000. Okay. So Nathan was so excited, called Nu Skin immediately, said, from now on, we don't have to argue with people. Vitamin C is not equivalent to vitamin C. You know, the whole manufacturing process can be so different, okay? From the ingredients to the processing to everything, to clinical study, everything is so different. And Nu Skin has been making products so differently with our 6X quality assurance process, everything. But it's difficult to tell other people what's the difference. But science is supposed to be measurable. Okay, you just can't say, oh, after taking Lipad, I feel so good, I feel so energetic. This cannot be measured. So ever since then, we have this biophotonic scanner. Nu Skin was willing to invest in it, and then also invited our father of antioxidant, Dr. Lester Packer, to come to do some study on it. So Dr. Lester Packer took the blood test on many people and also do the biophotonic scanning test on the same group of people. And then they are absolutely correlated. If the carotenoid concentration in their blood is high, the biophotonic scanner score is high. Okay, so non-invasively, we can test it. Okay, so what is the importance of carotenoid score? Nu Skin has done so many studies on it, and then it came up to be at least 4. First of all, is our body's ability in preventing and treating cancers. Second of all, is our body ability to prevent cardiovascular diseases. And then third of all is our skin health. Fourth of all is our eyes health. And then carotenoid can also support and resuscitate other antioxidants. So this is like the soldiers in your body. Do you have enough soldiers to protect yourself? Okay. So this is game changing. And then they have been reducing the size and then reducing the calibrating time, reducing the testing time. But right now, a major breakthrough, we are going to make it a handheld device, okay? So Steve Hatchett came up to Ryan 3 years ago and telling him, Ryan, this biophotonic scanner really have a big potential. But Ryan said, well, if you can put it in your pocket, then I am willing to invest. So 3 years later, which was 4 months ago, Steve really introduced to Ryan and then took it out from his pocket, this Prism IO. So Nu Skin is going to go crazy from now on. And then this Prism IO is not going to test just our carotenoid score. No. Actually, every product that Nu Skin has launched, the scientists are doing research and data collection in the backstage. Okay, so since LiPad was launched, we have a bunch of and also Omega and also T-Green and then the H-Lock products, where we have the U-Span, we have the G3, the collagen, etc., the eye formula, etc. So, for example, I have done a clinical study myself too. It was that before U-Span was launched, we already have the scanner, right? So we have scanned lots of partners and users. So I knew their scores. And after the U-Span was launched, in about 1 to 3 months' time, every one of us who were taking U-Span have gained 10,000 extra scanner score. Yeah, that's the clinical study from my group. So with the addition of U-Span, you can get extra 10,000 points in your scanner score, okay? So all these data is in the back, and then this Prism IO is going to measure a spectrum of our nutritional health, including the gut health, immune function, cardio health, brain health, skin health, bone health, eye health, joint health, and metabolism health. I mean, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. You know, the Prism IO is just a handheld, like a hockey disc. And then all you need to do is put your fingertip on top. And then within 15 seconds, it's going to give you a reflection of all these kind of health in our body without taking our blood, without going through all the scanning, the X-ray and well, I'm not saying that this Prism IO can replace all those body checking, but if someone can bring a device to a dining table and then everyone in the group can have it tested and then get a hint of how his or her body condition is, and then if somehow the score is so low, then they will be more aware. They can make some lifestyle changes. They can start taking some supplements, or they will be more willing to do some body checking, and then they will start, you know, eating more healthily, doing some exercise. This is life-changing. This is going to change the world, okay? All right, so 40 years of preparation. This is a video that I would like to show you. That's all you need to do. Put your fingertip on the Prism IO. Okay. All right. Still have a couple more slides there. Are you excited? I'm
It's
absolutely
great. Oh my
excited.
God, great.
Oh my God. Okay, still have a couple more, okay? So in the past, so why make New Skin so unique? And then why this is a turning point in this wellness revolution, and then in our New Skin business, okay? 15 million people, 26 million scans powered by AI. Okay, that means if some other company, some people will say, oh, what if some other company can also come up with such a device? Or what if some other company can use our device to promote their products, okay? So first of all, if with our biphotonic scanner being scanning the whole world for more than 20 years, New Skin still decide to invest more heavily into it and then came up with this Prism IO. That means scanning this carotenoid score is really making a very big difference. And there's a big scientific backup on this score, on the importance of this score, right? Okay. And then New Skin has already scanned that many people and did 26 million scans, which is other company, they cannot come up now with some kind of device and then they can quickly collect that much data. No. And then for AI to run effectively, if you do not have massive, meaningful data, what is the AI going to run upon? Okay, so data is so important. And then we are measuring what really matters. Okay, this is Steve Hatchett. He's a guru. Okay, whatever he could think of, he could make it up. Amazing. Okay, all right. So healthy is the world. The world is chasing after health, but are we really healthy? We might look muscular, we might look slim on outside, but are we really healthy inside? Okay, so just like an apple, we know about how big, if with the lemon juice or orange juice, it can protect it for a longer time, but without that, within 30 minutes, it will get oxidized. Okay, we all know about that. But what's really happening inside our body are these free radicals from all those sources that I just mentioned. And then I've this is impressive. This video is impressive. Let me show you.
Life. In fact, if you look at it from this perspective, you go into the cellular level, there's all these free radicals that are banging around. They catch our cells, and there's trillions of these free radicals that attack from UV rays, from pollution, from stress, from metabolism, exercise, sleep, any of those types of things, smoking. Those decisions we make every single day impact us. And some decisions we don't even make, in terms of the sun, in terms of pollution, in terms of some of the things and the chemicals that we have in our foods, it's impacting us. And then you see it manifest like you see here, if you're lucky.
Isn't it scary? Even metabolism, even sleep, it creates free radicals. Okay, so as long as as soon as we were born, the first breath that we are taking in, we start dying a little bit. Yeah, we start oxidizing. Okay, this is inevitable. So we need a lot of antioxidants to protect our cells, okay? So this is Dr. Joe Zhang, our chairman of the Scientific Advisory Board. And we are very, New Skin and all of us and the whole world is very lucky to have him. So Dr. Joe Zhang was in the pharmaceutical industry, and then he has many inventions and many patented medicines. So he's a very rich guy. He doesn't need to do anything for money. But at the peak of his career, his father actually passed away. But 10 years before that, his father has aged incredibly and then even couldn't recognize his own son and then couldn't take care of his daily routine. So Dr. Joe Zhang was really seriously asking himself, with all the inventions that he had, but how can he should put more emphasis or all his energy on how to keep people healthy longer. so that they don't have to suffer what his father had suffered. Okay, so look at all these scanners. The toaster, the first toaster on the left that I mentioned, okay? The first generation, second generation, the third generation. We thought it's already perfect enough, you know, within 30 seconds, it's tested, it's handy, it's slim, it's, you know, but Nu Skin has been working on and then came up with something that's really incredible. Okay, this is lifespan against use span. As you can see from the year 2000 comparing to 2019, the lifespan has increased quite a lot, right? But the health span has also increased quite a lot. But you can see the gap between our lifespan and the use span hasn't really improved. The gap has even got bigger. That means for at least 9.5 years before we die, we have to suffer. Before we die, we have to suffer for like 9.5 years. That's a long time. Okay, so how can we close this gap? That means, okay, I don't want to say a client. Every client is my friend, okay? But one of this client, he came to me when he was 88 years old. He was a retired accountant, very well educated, very willing to listen. So at the age of 88, he was quite weak. His eyes, his bone, his stamina, all very weak. So his friend brought him to me. So we talked about the Pharmanex and then did the testing, etc. And then he accepted my suggestion. He took 6 different kinds of supplements plus the G3 consistently. And then for 13 years, he didn't have any sickness. I mean, no sickness. Even throughout COVID, he had no COVID, okay? And then he passed away in his sleep at the age of 102 years old. That's what we mean by closing the gap between health span and lifespan, okay? All right, so sorry about that. So 40 years of preparation, and then we are going to face this 40 years of, 40 years of preparation, right? Okay, and then we also introduced age lock, which is already multi-billion. We have already done 1.5 billion sales, just the age lock products alone, okay? And then from the age lock, we have the use span, we have the meta, and then what's next? Here. This is the old one, sorry. And then the scientific validation on the importance of antioxidant and nutrition. That's a lot of scientific validation, okay? This is the video. This is how Nu Skin show our scientific paper by video. Okay, so 23 years of biophotonic research, 26 million data points, okay, and then 9,000 antioxidant publications, and the artificial intelligence here, and instant global reach. That means we have this social media, right? So nowadays we can share all the information instantly. So this is, and with the breakthrough science, all right, and patent pending. So time is everything. All right, so this is how big our Prism IO is. Difference demonstrated. It's such a breakthrough. And everybody can afford one, and everybody will have one. So every household is going to have one. Every clinic is going to have one. Every gym is going to have one. Can you imagine? Or even every boutique is going to have one. Every beauty salon is going to have one. Okay, So in the past, our scanner can only scan 300 times back and forth to check your keratinase score. But right now, in that 15 seconds, we are going to measure 234,000 times. Okay. So only with the AI technology is mature enough that we can run this. You know, if each scan is going to provide that much database, how are we going to process it? Okay, without AI, without machine learning. So timing is everything. Right now, everything is mature. Yeah, but not every company can do this because here, with the database, and then with the new skin has already collected with the biophotonic scanner. We have already collected in the past 20 years, 26 million scans data. Okay, so the past data, and then with all the product launch, we know how each product can improve people's score. And then with the new products coming, with the Prism IO that's scanning even more people across geographical area, different geographical area. And then all these data collected together, it's run with this spectral RAI, which I cannot understand yet to learn, okay? But it's kind of proprietary, belong to New Skin, patent pending, AI, machine learning stuff, okay? And then with this patented algorithm, and then it's going to come up with a health score. Oh my gosh. So, but as a distributor, we do not have to pay a penny, but we can use such handy technology, which is, I think, about $300 US something. Then we can scan the whole world, and then we can help everyone to improve it. So what's going to happen in the next 40 years? Intelligent health, DNA, intelligent beauty, connected data, intelligent biome, and then digital twin, intelligent body. Oh my God. So this is all going to happen on the New Skin platform in the next 40 years. So are we ready for this? Are we ready for this? So 15 seconds to improve your life. And then the world needs us. The world needs us. So every one of us can become a light somewhere in your area and also through the social media. So we are going to rapidly, aggressively change the world from now on with the Prism IO. So this is my presentation for today. Hope you have got excited with this new device.
Amazing. Very good. Oh, I need one, right? We all need one. Perfect. Yeah, company announced that actually the platinum team elite will be able to get it by July.
Wow.
The team elites and the people who qualify for 3 months they're 3 months into qualification, get it in September. Then I guess they'll start November for the BRs.
November for the BRs. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So get ready.
Yes.
Very, very good. Okay. Anybody has any questions? No one has questions. Everybody's very happy. Or someone else has another note. Oh, yeah. Tom Poulis says you have very good presentation. Yes. Everybody like it.
So if you want to learn more about the products, then you need to attend the upcoming sharing by other leaders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Tomorrow we'll have this week, this is the first day, so it's an amazing talk. Tomorrow we'll have Bob Howe, and then we're going to have corporate, a lady from corporate will talk about our square, I think, something like that. Anyway, somebody has a question? Let's see. 5 new messages. Okay. Oh, they'll love your presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Serena, thank you so much.
Margaret, you want a photo with everybody for Serena?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. Can we do a photo? Let me put on gallery. Okay. Can someone take a picture of everyone?
Yes, I can take a photo, Marguerite.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Everybody, cheese. Open your camera. Open your
Cheese.
camera. Please. Open your camera. Hello.
Camera.
Cheese.
So we can have your picture.
Hey, smile.
Yeah.
Some of them just
Wow.
open up while I was opening the camera while I chit chat. So one more time, one more time. Okay, everybody. Hello. Say cheese. Turn on the
チ
camera.
ーズで皆さん、お顔出してください。
Got it.
はい。
Okay.
はい。
Thank you.
ありがとう
Thank
ご
you,
ざいます。
everyone. See you tomorrow.
はい。明日ね、皆さん。
Thank you,
それでは
Serena. Thank you, Margaret.
みんな
Serena.
どうもありがとうござい
See you
ます。
tomorrow. Same time,
Thank
same
you.
はい、ど
place.
うも。
Okay.
お疲れ様
Bye.
でした。今日は千里ちゃん
Bye.
一人だけだったわ。いいえ、私はね、どこにいたっていうと、ホテルのですね、バス